Greetings, brothers and sisters. Well, we are here again. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's not something that I usually do. I wrote a whole book about it, but um, let's go ahead and jump right down into it. Today, our subject is going to be what do women bring to the table? I'm your host, Dwayne Nelson. I'll be presenting this series of messages. I think I can't do it in one video. I'm pretty sure I can't. But it's going to be a little different today. It's going to be a little different today. Without further ado, let's jump right down into it. But before we do, please like, subscribe, share the video. Take your time and leave a comment. Get it done. Awesome. If you're interested in the book, brothers and sisters, this book is a book that I wrote a while ago. It's covered just about everything that we're going to be talking about here. It's what does a woman represent in the Word of God? That's the subject of the book. And if you're really interested, I'm pretty sure, brothers and sisters, it's not what you think it is. We have been lied to. Well, lied to is a hard word, but we have been misled. Let's leave it that way into what the Word of God says. Now, there's a whole movement in the church talking about, the role that women play in the church. They can't preach and they can't do. Well, we'll see what the Word of God says. But before we do, let's go and jump right down into what we do. What does the woman bring to the table? She brings herself. Oh, yeah, brass sister. That's it. She brings herself. Now, I've heard that question asked so many times on videos, and people say, well, what do women bring to the table? And women seem to not be able to answer that. I actually heard some women say, I bring myself. I am the table and all that. And you ain't the table. But she does bring herself. That's all she brings. Herself, brothers and sisters. But they do not understand the importance of that statement. Women bring themselves. That's it, brothers and sisters. They bring themselves. Now, let's examine what that means. What is it that they are offering? This is all in the context of marriage. That's what we're talking about here today. In the context of marriage, what does a woman bring to the table beside herself? So, I bring cook, I can cook, I can clean, I can work, have a high paying job. Does any of that matter? No. What matter is herself. Now that we got that out of the way, what state is that self in that she is offering? There is the problem. There lies the problem. Women says that they bring themselves, but in what state do they bring themselves? This is a lot deeper than people think, brothers and sisters. It's a lot deeper. Now, let's think about a man point of view. What does a man bring to the table? I'm trying to make these videos to try to stop the epidemic that is going out there of divorce and broken homes, children without fathers. This is a sickness, brothers and sisters. It's a sickness for a child to grow up without his father. It is a sickness and it leads to sickness. The children comes up broken. They're missing something. The strong hand of the Father is necessary, brothers and sisters, for guidance, for direction. Men and women are different. They don't learn the same way. They have different views on life. They have different responsibilities. And the father is the one that really can really show those responsibilities to a child. Anyways, now that we have determined what a woman brings to the table, what does a man bring to the table? Well, number one, if you ask a woman, what does she want? You'll see. What does a man have to bring? You see, there's a long list. There's a plethora of things. Oh, you have to be tall. You have to be this. You have to have money. You have to be ambitious. You have to be this. You have to be able to provide. You have to be a good father. He has to be, and there's a whole list of them, and they have it all figured out. So, and this is where the question stems from. What does you bring to the table? They have never thought about that because they have not been taught to think about that. See, women goes through life on autopilot. There's always someone willing to help. A man does not have that. A man has to go out there and slay the dragon. And he has to get things done. When you ask a woman what a man has to bring, he has to bring a whole lot of stuff. But when you ask her what shall she bring, it's kind of, well, what do you mean what I have to bring? I bring myself. What does a man want? We have to also take into consideration what the man want and also what the man need, because wants and needs are two different things. Same thing with a woman. Want and needs are two different things. A woman might want this and want that, but her need is basic, and the same thing goes for the man. The need of the man is basic. When a man get down on one knee and propose, is that the same thing as a woman getting down on one knee and proposing? Why don't a woman propose? Why don't a woman propose? Why does it have to be the man? The woman can propose, sure. And how is that going to work out? Something is broken, brothers and sisters. And we have been taught this idea that we are equal, we are the same. We are not the same. Man and woman is not the same. They are not the same. We have different wants, different needs, different likes, and different wants. What a woman brings to the table is her virtue. It's not just her self, it's her virtue. This is what she offers the man. What does a man bring to the table? A man brings stability. A man brings security. The man brings all that he has. And this is not himself. We have to get that right. A man does not bring himself. Himself doesn't worth anything. A woman bring herself. So with her, she doesn't work anything, no? No. You see, there is a double standard. What applies to the woman does not apply to the man. And what applies to the man does not apply to the woman. When a man proposes to a woman, there's a whole lot of thought that goes into that. A whole lot of thought. A man will actually sit down and he thinks it through, because what he is about to do has life changing consequences. Let me try to put it into perspective. I'm talking about this is at the time of proposal, when he's thinking about settling down and getting married to a woman. Women, you do not know that this is what goes on, but let me assure you that this is what is taking place. A man will sit down and he will think, okay, I want to get married to this woman. Let's just assume, for argument's sake, that both are virgins, right? We're thinking about the best of the best right now. Just to show you how this would change if that's not the case. Just so we can have that an idea. She's a virgin and he's a virgin. They they found each other somehow and they fell in love with each other. And the guy, okay, I want to get married to her. And she's there, okay, I want to get married to him too. But she's not going to propose, he's going to propose. Before the man proposed, the man thinks about this. Because what he is offering is way more than what she's offering. Way more. So much more that it cannot be compared. In one sense, what she is offering is something that he doesn't have. And in her mind, it is more than what he is offering. But we're going to look at the two parallels, the two verticals that's going next to each other. What the man offers and what that is, and what the woman offers and what that is. When the man decides to enter into matrimony, this is what goes through his mind. He said, okay, I'm going to provide, I'm going to go out and work to provide for this woman for the rest of my life. As long as he's alive, he's going to provide for this woman. This is what's going through his mind. Another thing goes through his mind, that what would happen if we get a divorce? Because this is common nowadays. The man thinks about these things. The man thinks about these things. The woman thinks about it too, but in a different light. We'll look at that in just a second. The man would think, if we get a divorce, I'm going to leave everything to her. This is what a man thinks, brothers and sisters, when he is making that decision, because he knows it's a possibility. And why does he think that way? Because in that moment, he loves her. That's all that matters. He loves her. He wants to give her everything. Everything. If she wants the house, I'd gladly give it to her. I'll try to make sure she's taken care of. This is what goes through the mind. What else did the man bring to the table? All of his wealth, his dedication. He is saying, I am going to be exclusive with you. Man thinks about this. All of these negative things goes through his mind, and he accepts them. Why? Because he loved that woman. He is willing to take that chance. He gives her everything, everything. And he is willingly doing this. When does that happen? At that moment. Man might not have anything, but he's not thinking about that. I am going to provide. I am going to protect. She is going to be mine. And people doesn't look at it this way. Oh, that sounds really, really bad. She's going to be my property. Brothers and sisters, that's exactly what a man thinks. She is going to be my property. And any man that thinks or says differently, he's not a man. That's a child. Because a man protects what is his. He doesn't worry about what's yours. A man doesn't worry about what's my neighbor. Hey, he has a lot of problems, and this happened. And he ain't getting in that. Mess with his stuff. Things are going to be different. Why? He protects what is his domain. That's the way it goes. Now, women might look at this and say, "Okay, that's all misogynist. I'm his property," and right there is where the problem is. Women does not realize that. They think that this is a game, and it's not, brothers and sisters. You ask them, man, this isn't a game. A man is putting everything on the line. He is giving everything. Just to show you the difference. Let's just think about a woman that decided that a man decided I'm not gonna work no more. I'm tired. I ain't going back to work. I'm gonna just sit home, and I'm gonna let my wife go to work. She making a lot of money. She making a lot of money. Yeah, she gonna support both of us. I'm gonna just stay home. I'm gonna take care of the house. How about that? You know, when we come on hard time, and sometimes this actually happen, you know, your wife is the main breadwinner. Wow. And the wife would actually play that role. But she ain't planning on doing that forever. Oh, you better believe she ain't planning on doing that forever. She might love you as much as you want. You all might love each other as like you're crazy. But make no mistake about it, she is not planning on doing that forever. She's gonna start to let you know, hey, you ain't gonna start applying for some job. I don't feel like working no more. I'm just chill. Uh, okay. You see where that's gonna go. Yeah, you can see what's happened. Hopefully, it never happened to you, but just look around. You can look around and find people that decide to go that route, and just check it out and see how that resolved itself. It doesn't go that way. Women like to say, we equal. No, we're not equal. And we do not bring the same thing to the table. And women, what she brings to the table is what she has. And she didn't have to do anything to get it. She came here with it, existed with it. That's what she brings to the table. What she is? She brings herself. A man can't bring himself. A man has to bring himself and a whole bunch of other things for it to work. You see, the woman gonna end up leaving that man or something. Gonna have a problem if the man decided he's not gonna work. Why? Before I answer that question, let me look at it the other way. How about the woman decides, no, I don't feel like working no more. I'm all tired. I ain't working no more. I ain't going back to work. She come home one day and she tell her husband, I ain't going back to work. I'm fed up with this. You can have to figure this out. You want to know what's going to take place? The man is going to figure it out. Now we come to the why. Why? Why do both of them look at and we say that we equal? We ain't equal. We have never been equal. And we never will be equal. We bring different things to the table. And we want different things. And we expect different things. Now, the woman said that she's not going to work no more. And the man said, all right, I'm going to have to get a second job. Why? Because that is what he promised. That is what he promised when he proposed matrimony. He promised security. He promised to take care of her for the rest of his life. Provide for the rest of his life. This is what is expected of him. Is this what is expected of the woman? No. That's not what is expected. She did not offer that. She offered herself. That's what she offered. She didn't offer nothing else. Herself, and that was it. Now you tell me, is there a double standard? Yes, there is. But you still haven't gotten it yet. Now the woman offered something. What was it that she brought to the table? Say it's herself. Okay, let's look a little bit deeper. What is herself? What was it that she offered? It is her womb. That's what she offered. This is the thing that the woman offered the man. This is the thing that she promised him that was going to be his and his alone. Now, we don't like to look at it this way. We like to say, oh, that song's so bad. That's not right. How can a man be so shallow? I don't know, you can call it whatever you want, but that is what was promised. She promised that man that I am going to be yours. And everything that the man does, he does it to protect what is his. This is how infidelity is so serious. Because a woman brings nothing but herself. And if she give the only thing that she offered to him to someone else, that's a serious problem. It's like if a man decided, you know, I'm going to take care of another family. I'm going to take care of another woman over here on the right here too. So, but maybe he can. Maybe he has enough money. He can do that. Is it the same? Would it be the same thing if a man was to? This is where the double standard comes in. And I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. I'm not out there doing any kind of nonsense. I'm married, happily married. I'm not out there doing any kind of nonsense. But I am going to tell you the reality of the situation. When a woman goes outside of the matrimony and she offered the one thing that she promised that man to another man, there is no reason for them to be together. There's no reason. Now let's look at it. Look at the double standard with a man. If a man was to go out and lay with another woman, let's just not say sleep with another woman. Let's just say he decided he's going to take care of another woman. He's going to provide, going to offer the same thing. Going to offer the same thing to the woman to another woman that he's offering to his wife, which is security and protection. He is he is fulfilling the needs of both women. Both women. Would it be the same? So he can actually go out there and because it's money that's gonna do this, right? It's his ability to provide and protect. Now, if he go and he offered that thing that he offered to his wife, to another woman, is it the same thing as she doing? She offering what she promised him to another man. Is it the same thing? No, it's not. See, because one thing, what he offered a woman was stability, protection, find money, for her to be able to be well in life, protection. He can do that with another woman. Now, I'm not saying that the man should do that, because I'll use the common sense. in a way that's going to work. But I'm just looking at the double standard, right? A man, what he offered his wife, he can offer to another woman, everything except the bed, right? He said, I'm going to be exclusive with you. I'm not going to be out with any other woman, but I'm going to take this woman. Take care of this woman out there, and I'm going to provide for her too. Ah, you know, it is still not something to get a divorce over. I mean, someone shouldn't do anything like that, right? Because the optics is bad. The optics is bad, and it opened the door for other things too. You know, it definitely will open the door to other things, because once you start to treat a woman like a wife, she's going to try to act like a wife. You want to do wife things. No, I mean, you stay away from those. Don't put yourself in the den if you don't want to get eaten. Good. So we see here that there is a double standard. What a woman offered to a man, she cannot offer that to anyone else. A man can offer what she offered to a woman to someone else. See? Now let's think about this in light of scriptures. The one thing that the woman offered a man is her womb. That womb, brothers and sisters, is his. That is what he is protecting. And he protected in many ways. His children come from there. You say, oh, but that's very shallow. A man, he want to get married just to have sex, just to have. And sister, yeah. You better believe it. A man doesn't want to be out there. He want one woman to settle down and get out of the market. That's what a man wants. It's the reason why he gets married. It's the reason why he decides to offer everything to one woman. It's the one thing that she has, Brenda. It's the one thing that she brings to the table. It is her womb. It's not just herself. It's herself. You got the woman, you have her personality. You can fall in love with the personalities and all of that as well. But I'll tell you this. The moment the woman decided, you know something, I ain't gonna sleep with you anymore. He could love her to death. Something is gonna happen in that moment. What do you mean? Yeah, I don't feel like it no more. I think we should stop having sex. Yeah, we should just get rid of it. You'll see if he didn't get married for that. No, women try to make this all, and many people try to make this all complicated. It is not complicated. That's the reason why a man get married to the woman. That is the only thing that a woman can offer a man. Because a man is thinking about posterity. The man is thinking, because just think about this, brother and sister. The womb a man can get from any woman. A womb a man can get from any woman. All women come Standard issue of the same thing. Standard issue. What makes one woman different from another woman is her personality. Now, a man can fall in love with your personality and he say, "Oh, I really like you, and I like you more than I like that one, even though that one has the same thing you have, but that one is not you." See exactly what you have physically, that one has physically, but you might look prettier or might not look as good as the other one or whatever. But it's a non-tangible thing that make him decide, make him decide to marry you. It's a non-tangible thing. It's some it's his feelings, it's his emotions, and it's how those things are reciprocated with another being. This is what makes him decide to marry one woman over another woman. It's the warmth. It's the way that that woman makes him feel as opposed to the other woman. She doesn't make me feel the way this one makes me feel. This is the only time that man has feelings. Because the feelings is what helps him to decide, okay, I want to continue having this feeling. How she make me feel, I like the way that this woman make me feel. She make me feel a lot better than any other woman make me feel. I don't want to make her get away. I'm going to offer her to be exclusive with me. And he decided he's going to marry this woman. And he puts it all on the line. He's there for life. He has everything to lose. He can work his whole entire life, get money, get wealth. If the woman decides that she's going to leave him, she's going with half, if not all. And the man is okay with this, especially in that moment. But probably further down the line, if things got really ugly, he might not want that to be. But the moment when he decided to marry, yeah, he said, I'm willing to take a chance. I'm willing to give her everything. And he really means that. This is the thing that goes through a man's mind when a man decides to marry a woman. This is the thing that happens. The wheels are turning constantly. All kind of red flags are coming up, and he ain't worried about those things. Because he wants to be with this woman. And if push comes to shove, he say, I'll give her anything. I'll give her, especially in that moment, I'll give her everything. Because in that moment, he's in love. See? Now, the woman decides that she is going to um, break the matrimony vows. That's all kind of problems. Because the one thing that you offered him, now someone else has. There's only one thing that you offer him, and that one thing you have decided to give that. There's almost no coming back from that. Almost. Sometimes it's people come back from it, but the scars never goes away. Scars never goes away. It'll always be there. People learn to live with these things. Some serious stuff. Now let's look at it biblically. Just to show you that the Bible does tell us that what the woman offers a man is her womb. Moses, when they came out of Egypt, he permitted the Jews to write the letter of divorcement. Under what circumstance? Was it on the circumstance that he was snoring too? She was snoring too much and couldn't live with that? No. He looked at me wrong. No. He put his hand on me. No. It was only if the vows was broken. And basically, if she had broken the vows, not him, if she had broken the vows, if she had laid with another man, there it was permitted to divorce the woman. You say, well, why is that? Because the only thing that the woman offers the man is the womb. And when she gave that to someone else, that was grounds for divorcement. But God never did permitted divorcement, really. It was Moses that did it. And Jesus told us that. He said, Moses, out of the hardness of your heart, permitted you to write this letter of divorcement. But from the beginning, it was not so, because God made him man and woman, and he said they both shall be one. So if they are one, they can't be two, right? They're one, they can't be two. And when are they one? They be getting right down into it. Now, when is the woman? Now, I explain all of this a lot with a lot more detail in the book. But when is the woman one? When the woman and man one? They are one when they are in the bed, when they are joined together physically. That's when the man and woman is one flesh. Say, oh, how do you know that? Because Paul told us that. Paul said, know ye not that he who lay with a harlot is one with the harlot? For he said, they shall be one flesh with a harlot. We have gotten this idea that when one flesh mean one mind, one spirit, one whatever, but anything but flesh. Anything but flesh. Bible says no, it is flesh, brothers and sisters. That's what make the man and the woman one. Now, we can have the same ideas, we can have the same wants, and all of this stuff. That's perfectly fine. But that is not what makes a man and a woman one flesh. It's not what makes us one flesh. What makes us one flesh is when we intercourse. That's what makes us one flesh. Literally makes us one flesh. That is what the Bible was talking about. Now, what does that have to do? It's the womb, brands. It's the one thing that the woman offers the man when he proposed matrimony. She offered, I'm going to be yours and yours alone. Body and mind. Body and mind. You say, okay, how about the mind part? Well, the mind part is very necessary as well. But the priority is the body. Because you don't know what's going on in your mind. You don't know what's happening in your mind. You can look at someone that's, that all happening up here. No one knows what's happening there. But the moment you lay with somebody, yeah, that's that's something else. That's something else. The idea, the thing is here that the one thing that the woman offered the man is her womb and herself. Herself would be the non-physical part of her. The womb is her body is her physical part. She offered him body and she offered him mind. That's it. He provides everything else. Well, at least that's what he offers. If the woman wants to start work, he said, fine, don't work. Why? Because that's what I promised. That's what I offer you, that you don't have to work. Okay, fine. I ain't gonna work no more. And things are gonna get rough, but he's gonna figure it out. Necessity makes opportunity, brother and sister. Necessity makes opportunity. So there you have it, brother and sisters. I think we're gonna stop it right here. And when we come back, we'll be looking at why was the woman made in the first place, according to the Bible. May God bless and keep you, brothers and sisters. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump right down into the next one. You have a wonderful day. Bye bye.